Hey, it's Janae here to brighten, enlighten, and ignite your day. It's Transformation Tuesday. I'm here with another edition of The Gist, helping you to get inspired and start your transformation. Today's resource is Beautiful Mercy, experiencing God's unconditional love so we can share it with others. Doesn't that match well here with my outfit? Experiencing God's Mercy. This is this is a book compiled by a variety of different authors and speakers and contributors that talk about just the importance of mercy and how do we give it and how do we share it and receive it. So the inspiration is that there's really kind of two kinds of categories of mercy and the way that we can show and share with others. So let me explain those to you and then talk about a transformational experience. So talk about the works of mercy are really broken up into two categories, corporal works of mercy and spiritual works of mercy. So the corporal works of mercy are feed the hungry, give drink to the thirsty, clothe the naked, shelter the homeless, visit the sick, visit the imprisoned, and bury the dead. The spiritual works of mercy are more about meeting the spiritual needs of people, which are instruct the ignorant, counsel the doubtful, correct sinners, bear wrongs patiently, forgive offenses willingly, comfort the afflicted, and pray for the living and the dead. Now, that's kind of an overview of just the different ways that we can show our deeds and works of mercy through a lot of physical, tangible things as well as spiritual. And I just had the opportunity to recently volunteer at an organization in our town called Feed My Starving Children. And it was great being there with some middle schoolers who also were working for a couple of hours to bag food that they send around the country for children who are starving. And it's a powerful experience when you actually are doing something and you know that you're doing a work of mercy and part of a larger group of people who are also working on doing that. So that's an example of corporal work, more of a physical work of mercy. So the transformation is this idea of a heart of mercy, or excuse me, misery. So we think of mercy, but a heart of misery, what do they mean? And this is just a really great example. One of the contributing authors said he didn't really understand mercy until they were able to break it down. The Latin word for mercy is derived of two words, mercerar, and please, I don't know Latin, so I'm totally butchering this, but meaning pity or misery, and cor, meaning heart. Okay, so pity or misery and heart. So he went on to say a definition. Now when I think of mercy, it's relieving someone from a heart in misery. Relieving someone from a heart in misery. I just want to give you an example of something that I did recently and how simple things that you can do and that you're doing these works, beautiful works of mercy for people all the time. And this is a way just to recognize it and be a little more intentional. Now, a mother friend that I am friends with just shared just how devastating she was with just some words and ways that her teenage son was treating her. And I just felt my heart, I felt misery in my heart for her because I know I've experienced, maybe not the same kind of thing, but I've just experienced that brokenheartedness that you can feel when your children maybe say or do things that are tough, and anybody saying that, right? So when I had a chance to meet her, one of the things I just wanted to do is totally be that listening arm and that listening heart for her, just to be able to share, have someone safe that she could share that with. And then I found just this little candle and then inspirational quote plaque, I guess you could say, that just, talked about leaning onto God's strength and understanding for that. And it was just a small way of trying to help relieve someone in that heart of misery. So this is just a great example. Each of the stories are broken up into the two different corporal and spiritual works of mercy. And there's probably ones, I know I tend to be more drawn to the spiritual works of mercy. And just even now, right? Like what I'm doing here through the gist is doing instructing and sharing and counseling. And there's a lot of ways you can do it. And once you do, it's totally beautiful and it can touch people's heart in a deep way. From my heart to yours, be love.